The next question, member for Ottawa South.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Premier. Speaker, yesterday the Premier announced Phase 3 in the reopening of Ontario's economy. And for families and for our economic recovery, there's a piece missing, the single most critical piece. And that's a plan to get our kids back into school full-time in the fall. Speaker, there is no plan to invest in our schools, no plan to invest in extra educators or extra spaces so we can keep our class sizes smaller and safer. There's no plan for students with special needs. Speaker, investing in our schools is actually the cornerstone of Ontario's economic recovery. So, Speaker, through you, just like we invested in our hospitals in March to make sure that there was space and that they were safe, is the Premier prepared to do the right thing, the same thing for our schools?
Minister of Education.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you to the member opposite for the question. Indeed, the Premier is absolutely committed to ensuring the safety of our staff and our students. It's the basis for why, Speaker, the government announced through the Grant for Student Needs the highest and most increase in investment in education ever in the province's history. It's why we, Speaker, have put more money in the GSN, the Grant for Student Needs, to enable all school boards, public and Catholic, English and French, to succeed in September. It's why, Speaker, we have set up a command table of the best doctors in the province and country to advise school boards on their plans. It's why we've asked them to prepare for three circumstances out of abundance of caution to ensure that no child's education is impeded because of the challenges of the outbreak in 30, 40, 70 days from now. Speaker, we are putting the investments in place. I accept the premise this is the most important thing a government can do, is to protect our most vulnerable. It's why the money is in place. It's why the training, compulsory training, is in place for September. And it's why we continue to work cooperatively with Dr. Williams, the Chief Medical Officer, the command table, federations and school boards to get this right, keep kids safe in September.
Supplementary question.
Thank you, Speaker. I appreciate the answer from the minister. But he does know that his increase is related to increasing enrollment and labour costs that have increased this year and last year. And it's not going to fix what we're talking about right now. So parents are concerned, and they don't want their schools to be like long-term care, where the government waited a month to raise the wages of the lowest paid workers and to stop them from working in more than one home, or migrant workers. We've all seen the results in the government not doing what it needed to do when they knew they had to do it. And parents don't want that to happen here, and there's a big risk of that. So, parents, mostly women, have been carrying the freight since our kids have been out of school. It's affected their jobs and kept them out of the workforce, and that's bad for our economy. Speaker, through you, is the Premier prepared to do what's right for the economy and for our families, and invest in a plan for our schools right now to keep class sizes small and safer and get kids back into school full-time?